Hey guys, John the Morgile here, checking in for a story time video, and this one is not funny or interesting or anything. It's just really terrible, and it happened yesterday. So let's get right on into it. Yesterday, my roommate came into my bedroom where my wife and I were sleeping with a scarf wrapped around his face and a knife in his hand
and mace,
and sprayed me in the face with mace while I was asleep, sprayed my wife in the face with mace while she was asleep, and proceeded to start screaming at us to strip our clothes off and get out of his house.
Wouldn't let us out of the room.
Wouldn't let us leave the room until we stripped naked at knife point with mace all in our face. I don't know if you've ever been maced. But it is not fun. It's a horrible, horrible thing.
And it lasts for hours.
Like, honestly, my skin is still on fire on my hands from it. So what happened? Like, this is a pretty brutal thing. Now, I'll explain what happened. But so we got out of the house, called the police. The police came. They arrested him for sexual assault and battery, and I think a couple other things. But so we left. We left all our stuff there.
He took our phones?
Our clothes. When we were outside waiting on the police, he took our phones and did something with them. I don't know.
Took my identification.
Stole my wife's ID out of her purse. So basically everything that we've been, just started fresh back over here, built up. Not much. I mean, we had some clothes and toiletries, razors and toilet paper and my guitar and a rocking chair and a little couch and, not much stuff. And we were going to be moving by April at the latest anyways. About a week ago, I think it was right before my birthday, so it was like the 20th or the 21st, February, our roommate comes and tells us that we have to leave by the end of the month. He's unhappy, he's getting behind on his bills. And that was the thing he said, is it was his bills. His bills were too high, and we were getting behind on the bills. That's what he was saying. So I asked him, well, I need to see the bills because I'd like to go over them and see, because we've been paying you a lot of money for the bills, and I know that power and water and stuff doesn't add up to, thousands of dollars, $1,500 in a month or two. So he wouldn't show me the bills. This is about a week or two ago. He wouldn't forward them to me, wouldn't make me a copy so I could look at them. He just wrote everything down on a list with a date. So I got that list, and I made a chart out of it because everything was a little discombobulated, right? I mean, everything wasn't in an order where you could make easy sense of it. So I made a chart and charted out all of the bills as they came in with the date and what we paid. Well, according to my math, we were $100 ahead, okay? Because, it's kind of hard to explain, but... Okay, so...
The guy's crazy.
Yeah, the dude's crazy, man. Okay, so he was upset about the bills because he was paying the bills out of his money as soon as the bill came in, even though it wasn't due for a month. And then you still have some time to pay it after the due date, right? No, he was paying them all instantly, and so he basically felt like he was getting behind because I pay my bills when they're due, right? So it was a minor disagreement, but I was trying to be civil about it and, find out what exactly do we owe, how much have we paid, are there bills from the other place that we have already paid, and there were, is there stuff on here that you're saying that we owe you that isn't even due for a month, and there was. And so when I tried to have this conversation with him after I made this chart, I was very civil and polite about it. I'm like, hey, listen, we really need to talk about these bills because, there's a bit of a discrepancy in your math here, right? So he said he didn't want to talk about the bills. He didn't want to talk about it. We just needed to leave at the end of the month. Now, again, this is like the 21st of February. This is like a week, right? So, and I'm like, well, we'll leave as soon as we can. I don't even get paid until the 1st, right? Which is yesterday. So the 1st came, and it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning when he did this. Okay. So that's what happened. It took every penny that we had to check into this hotel. I got a hotel for a week. But I don't even, Mina doesn't even have any socks. I have no clothes. I have the clothes that I'm wearing, a jacket, pair of pants. So the dilemma is here, guys. We took a lift a couple miles away, got the hotel. But so what am I supposed to do, man? Go get my stuff and do what with it? Put it in a hotel? Man, this is crazy. So the guy,
Has no friends.
well, you know, this is crazy shit. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I did. So really, the one thing that I can think back that I did to piss this guy off, because we were friends. You know, I thought we were friends, right? Everything was cool. But so it was about a month ago. I had some beers and I was playing my guitar. It was a Thursday night, and I actually did a live stream that night. And I was playing my guitar on the live stream pretty late. Now, he had to get up and go to work the next day real early, okay? But in my defense, I swear to God, I thought it was Friday the whole day. So that weekend, I told him, man, I was like, listen, I'm really sorry about playing the guitar Thursday night. I thought it was Friday night, and I didn't know you had to work, so I'm sorry. And he said, no, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Didn't say anything. So, like, basically, man, I don't understand what happened to make him just hate us so much. Like, it's just craziness, man. So basically, this video, man, I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm asking y'all for help, man. You know, and you can trash talk me, you can insult me, but I don't care, dude. We are now homeless in a hotel with nothing again. Yep. I could probably go try to get my guitar and some clothes and stuff, but, you know, what am I going to do with it, man? Like, am I going to put it on my back when I'm walking down the road? So I'm just making this video because we're in a bind, and I need help. And if you would like to help support this situation for me, you can send it through PayPal or join up on Patreon. It's paypal.me/themorguile and patreon.com/themorguile. I'll put links in the description. So, you know, I don't know what else to do, man. This hit us really hard. My skin, like I said, I'm still on fire, dude. My eyes are still like, I look like crap on here. I'm all red in the face because that stuff is toxic, bro. Like, my hands are still burning, and it's been 24 hours. And man, when you're sleeping, like, who does that, dude?
Who attacks you like
who
that?
Attacks someone, right?
We knew the guy was off in the head, but we didn't know.
Yeah,
there
was some red flags,
signs,
but you know,
time.
but there was no sort of warning or no sort of anything to warn what we did.
I think he's done this before because he seemed to be very professional.
Yeah, so what he did was he came in the door with a scarf wrapped around his face, sprayed me in the face twice while I'm asleep, then sprayed her. And he was yelling, strip, strip, strip and get out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that? And he said, it's mace. And I said, what are you doing? Strip and get out. And Mina was freaking out. And she's like, what, you want me to take my clothes off? What the fuck are you talking about, man? And he said, strip or you're going to get more mace. I mean, this was fucking crazy, dude. Listen.
He had us in that room.
Yeah, cornered with a fucking knife in his hand and a goddamn mace sprayed in our eyes. Now listen, I've grown up with crazy. I have a pretty crazy fucking family, dude. I really do. And I've known a lot of crazy people. Psychopaths.
He's violent crazy. That's a different kind of crazy. That's textbook crazy.
Well, but see, here's the thing. I've never dealt with somebody that will not say anything to you about some kind of whatever issues he was having in his head. Never said anything to me about it. You know, anytime we had a conversation, everything was cool. Then all of a sudden, on the end of the month, he says, "I have a week to get out." And then does that with no provocation, no nothing. Yo, I'm used to people that if you're crazy, act crazy, dude. Get violent, whatever. But what kind of bitch-ass motherfucker goes and sprays a dude in the face while he's asleep, and a girl while they're sleeping?
Clothes off. What a crazy, insane thing. I still got PTSD over it. It tore me up. I've never been attacked like that.
Yeah, it's just this is bad, you guys, and like luckily we got Boo Boo. He wanted to keep our dog. He wanted to keep. He said on the 20th first or whatever. He said y'all can get out of here and leave your dog, and I don't care where you go. Like I don't like what I'm going to leave my dog with you. That's my baby, man. Hell no, bro. Hell's wrong with you, man. So that's what's going on, y'all. I don't have anything. Literally, I got this phone from our next door neighbor who I didn't even know. When the police came, we got to, introduce ourselves finally to the neighbors, and they were actually very cool, very helpful. The guy gave me this phone. It didn't have a SIM card in it. Luckily, I had a SIM card put away from a long time ago that fit and worked. And TracFone, this phone was like a TracFone subsidiary, whatever. So I was able to transfer my TracFone number to this phone and get all my contacts and get into my Google account and stuff. So it was, that worked out. If I didn't have this phone, dude, I wouldn't have even been able to get this hotel. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard to explain, but if you don't have a trusted device, you can't get into Google. If you can't get into Google, you can't get into Patreon or PayPal on an untrusted device. So it was a mess. And so luckily that did get us this hotel for a week, but literally I spent every penny that I had on the hotel, and I don't know what we're going to do. So if y'all want to help, please do. If not, fine. Save the negative comments and insults for someone who gives a damn, because frankly, if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep it to yourself, please. Thanks, you guys. Love you, and I will be posting as soon as I possibly can. So hopefully this all works out, and I'll keep y'all updated on how it goes. Keep us in your prayers. Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy.